So Corey, when was the last time you tried an escape room?
Oh man, it's got to be a couple weeks ago at this point. I love escape rooms though. Why you
so,
ask?
There's so much fun, puzzles, team building. This next project we have up built a puzzle, right, for cybersecurity professionals. So let's see what they've got.
Check it out.
Hello everyone, my name is Stanislava Hristova and this is my partner Ray Ferrufino, and today we're going to present you with our project called Make and Break. We have built a VonHub style virtual machine, and we will show you how an attacker can exploit a flaw in a popular web-based interface for Linux system administration and gain root privilege level. After doing some research and using open source intelligence on ExploitDB, we noticed that there is a very recent remote code execution Linux exploit from August 2019, which targets a popular web server called Webmin. Shodan showed us that over 8,000 machines worldwide have this vulnerable application running and are therefore susceptible to an attack. And for our version, we have about 2,000 machines running. For the purpose of this demonstration, we have built our own virtual machine. We configured it to run on the latest version of Ubuntu, and we have the vulnerable Webmin server administration server on it. We have created custom username and password for it and let it run on its default port, which is port 10,000. Now my partner Ray will take over and showcase to you how this very recent remote code execution exploit will be done on our virtual VM, and there is a backdoor flow which the exploit takes advantage of.
Hi everyone. As my partner Stanislava say, I will walk you through the exploitation process so you can see how this vulnerability can be exploited. But first of all, let's put our hacker's hat and let's assume the identity of one of the malicious hacker during this entire process. So the first thing we will want to do is run an Enigma scan. With our Enigma scan, we're going to try to find out those ports that are susceptible to the attack. Right now, as you can see, our Enigma scan returns port 22 running the services SSH, and we have a very interesting port, port 10,000. That one is running the miniserve with the version 1.8. Doing some Google search will take us to some important information on ExploitDB about this specific exploit. Once we able to figure it out which specific exploit we're gonna use for our attacking machine, we select the CVE enumeration, and we pick down, we grab it in order to use with Metasploit module. Once we're able to match our CVE code with the Metasploit search, we will use and configure this exploit. First, we want to set up the remote IP address of the attacking machine, and the local IPA that is going to be our attacking machine. Once we do all the setting, we're ready to exploit. Once we do this, we're able to get a reverse shell, and as you guys can see, we get a root privilege. However, when we try to expand the shell, we find out that we're restricted. And when we're trying to move between folders also, it's not possible to do. It's for some reason it only allows to remain on the shell even though we have root privilege. But since we're root, we're able to cat any type of files, and that's enough for us to cat the shadow file, which contains the hash password for one of the user administrator accounts. We copy that, we use it with unshadow to pull and create a password file and a user account file, and we use John the Reaper in order to crack the hash. Once we do that, we move to to use the password and try to log in as one of the administrators account through SSH. You can see that. Yeah. Perfect. So at that point, we able to obtain the password. The password in this case is ready to graduate. You should be able to see it there, right there. We got the username and the password. Once we have completed the task, we'll log in through SSH and we get a full interactive shell. Or we should get a full interactive shell. Yep. There. Type the password, and we're in. Perfect. We try to see what privilege we have. Try sudo that shell, and perfect. Try one time, and that's it. We're able to run sudo privilege commands on this Ubuntu machine. As my partner said, there are over 2,000 machines running this exploit. So I think this is very important to keep in note that like this exploit is very recent, and there's still a lot of machines, a lot of web servers that run this exploit. So like it's important to like keep a note that even though these exploits are still out there, there's still people who are not patching this type of like exploits, and it's very dangerous. It can be fully compromised. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, we spent a lot of time here breaking boxes. We spent a lot of time fixing and preventing attacks from, you know, coming through. And we didn't spend a lot of time here actually building our own vulnerable machines. And I think that's what I really love about this project is they dove into, you know, starting from scratch. They took their own, I think they used, what did they use, Debian, or did they use Ubuntu? I think they just used Ubuntu. Yeah. And so they just took that and they installed all the vulnerabilities themselves. They made it in a format where like anyone can try this out, anyone can test this out and see if this is maybe applicable to them. So I think that them building this learning environment is another like additional bonus to them actually working on just a simple make and break or escape room, as you called it, right? So it's really cool.
Yeah, it's great seeing the students get back to the cybersecurity community. Hopefully we'll get this available for hackers and would-be hackers to try out as a cool puzzle.
All right. All right, well, with that being said, let's dive right into the next team.